What's up, YouTube? My name is Talon, and today I'm here to tell you guys my overall thoughts of Agatha All Along. First off, it kind of took me a few episodes or two to really get invested into this series. I'm pretty sure when it first dropped, it dropped the first two episodes. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it did. But I was pretty bored throughout the first like four episodes. Wasn't truly invested. Like I said in the trailers, this show wasn't made for a late 20s male. Which is fine, because everybody who is a Marvel nerd needs their own show. I feel like this show was made for more like women and probably like teenage girls. So, it had like a lot of story beats of like what they would enjoy. But if this was, just a CW which type of show, it's not a show that I would just watch. I'm mainly only watching this show because it's Marvel and I want to see what happens to push the overall plot of the MCU forward. So that's why, of course, I'm watching this. But I wasn't truly invested until episode 5, which is when Billy first gets his powers. He didn't get it until the end, but that whole episode I would say was probably the most interesting in that part of the season. And then I would say episode 5, 6, 7, and 8 were very enjoyable episodes. A lot has happened. I don't want to get into like too much spoilers, but I did like seeing Ralph Boner come back, our version of Quicksilver, and pretty much just showing the full power and scope of Billy and what he can do, which really shows Billy and his power set and how he just is as a magic user, being the Scarlet Witch's son, which was honestly cool to see. I wasn't the biggest fan of episode 9, which was really a episode to show not Agatha her origins, but it was mostly to show what happened to her son Nicholas, which it shines some light on like what happened to Nicholas and like how she felt after that, which I don't know. I was kind of just bored with that part of it. I feel like that probably should have been shown in the like beginning of the season, but they do it so that we can pretty much go through all the trials and then learn what happened to Agatha's son Nicholas, and then we can feel more for Agatha because by the end of it she does die. But then again, I don't know. I was just bored with it at that point. And then all just to show her as now this ghost witch, and she's going to help out Billy going forward. In which I don't know. I just feel like the ending wasn't as strong as the middle part of the season. The first 4 episodes, like I said, was pretty boring to me. And then the middle part of the season was very enjoyable. I feel like that was the like strongest, where the writing was, where the plot was, where everything was, the middle. And then the end, the last episode was, like I said, boring. Not a whole lot going on. I was kind of de-invested, just really wanting to finish it. Like once I got to episode 9, I just really wanted to like wrap things up. Especially where episode 8 had left off. I feel like it left off on a strong note to where it was like, okay, I want to see what happens next. And then we get to episode 9 and it's like, well, this isn't really what I was expecting to happen. I was kind of hoping to see that we get a new version of Tommy, at least to see like who the actor was. I see they tried to tease him a little bit of being the drowning boy, but I feel like that was the cheap way of doing things, because it's like they probably didn't cast anybody as Tommy right now. So they show a scene where we don't exactly see Tommy, but we kind of see where they can take a scene and go forward in Vision Quest, which is the new series that'll be in this like trilogy of the Scarlet Witch. So I didn't really like that. I really wish they would have resolved on like what this whole series has been building up to, and showing us like who Tommy is or where he's at. Give us somewhere that these characters are going to go. But in the end, I don't know, I just really didn't feel satisfied with the ending. Honestly, I probably would have been fine if they cut the season at episode 8, because it's like Billy is about to turn around and he like gets scared, and it's like, okay, who's behind him? Because we know Agatha died. Like, could it be Wanda? Could it actually be his brother who just zoomed into his room or something? I'm not sure if we heard Agatha's voice, but they could have, cut that part out to where, he's surprised by something. And then in the Vision series, we see him turn around, or if they're even going to continue his story in Vision, something like that. But that's just me, spitballing, rambling on, what they could have done without episode 9. I really don't feel like, I feel like it left off at a point where they could have left what happened to Nicholas Scratch as more of a mystery. Like, I feel like throughout the first 8 episodes of the series, I didn't feel like I needed to know exactly what happened. They could have left that plot as more of a mystery. So I would have been fine if they cut the series at 8 episodes. But all in all, I feel like this season, if I had to rank it, would probably be like a 7.5 out of 10. It's more of the better seasons that Marvel has put out. Definitely not like on the lower end of Marvel shows. I'll have to do like a ranking tier list video of like what my thoughts are on all the Marvel series, because I don't want to exactly just say where I'm thinking it is now without totally thinking about all the Marvel series. But I would say it's like right in the middle of like my favorite series. Would I watch this series again? Probably not. There's really nothing that happened in this series that really makes me want to rewatch it or like re-experience it. There's I don't normally go back and watch the whole season of WandaVision, but I do typically watch, a couple of the episodes that's intertwined in there. I kind of skip the first 2 episodes, and then I like to watch, from there on, and then especially the ending when they like really start getting into the like the Marvel-y stuff. But all in all, not a bad series. The writing was strong, but it's not made for everybody. But if you're a teenage girl or even a woman in her 20s, this is a show that is really made for them, and that's okay, because with Marvel and even Star Wars being so corporate as it is, every day we have new nerds coming in, and nerds come in all different shapes, sizes, color, and everything. So at some point they have to start making shows for everybody. And so I'm fine if I don't get the type of shows that I like, because I am a big action-y guy, and I know not everybody likes those type of shows. So like, I have a show that's coming up for me, a show that I am personally invested in, which is Daredevil. I get that in March, but this wasn't a show that was exactly made for me, but I was still able to find parts in this show that I overall liked. So it's okay if my ranking of this show is a 7.5. There's going to be some people that rates this show lower because they probably didn't resonate with this show at all, like whatsoever. And then there's going to be some people that will rank this show as a 9, a 9.5, a 9.9, you know, whatever it may be, because they really resonated with this show and they really enjoyed it because they could find, you know, everything about this show that, you know, they liked. While me, I was really only invested from probably episode 5 through episode 8, and then wasn't really invested in the first 4 episodes and then the last episode. But that's okay. I just keep on rambling at this point. And then another thing, I just wish not even just Marvel, but a lot of movie production, series, period, would just stop doing is stop making these scenes so dark. I know they do it for budgetary reasons so that they don't have to show what's going on in the background. But it's like, I have to sit in total darkness sometimes to watch some of these series just to see what's going on, because if you have a light on back over here, it shows up on screen, and it's just like, I know they're in the woods and everything, but you don't have to have it totally pitch black to show that they're in a nighttime setting in the woods or something like that. Like, you look at the Batman movie, which is honestly my second favorite Batman movie behind The Dark Knight, but that movie is so dark and gloomy. It's just like, we need some light somewhere. And I don't know, it's just been something I've been noticing in a lot of like newer productions, because I feel like back then, or even like, yeah, because you know, there's several movies that I go back and watch where like they have nighttime settings, but you can tell it's nighttime and it's not so dark to where you can't even tell what's going on unless you are in a dark room. Like, I could have this light on that's, you know, right behind you guys, behind the camera, and still know what's going on. But with Agatha, as soon as they're having a trial that's like outside in the woods, and you know, I have lights on in the room, it's like, I can't even have these lights on because it's showing up on my TV because the whole set is just way too dark. But that's my only gripe about things. It's not just Agatha, it's other productions that's just making these sets way too dark. Even Star Wars does this, but that's my 2 cents. Don't forget to like this video, comment down in the comments. If you even made it this far in the video, comment down in the comments. How do you feel about Agatha All Along? Where would you rank it in your whole like MCU shows? Like, where would you rank it within all of the shows? And then don't forget to subscribe, guys. I got a lot of things coming for this channel. I just started my podcast. I'm working on a giveaway coming up soon. I do reactions for almost everything. I live stream, like, I even got my own merch that I do not really advertise, because a lot of the merch is really merch that I made so that I can wear, my family can wear, my friends can wear, you know, things like that. But if you guys want to check out the merch, go check that out. And then if you're looking for where I am besides YouTube, Twitter, whatever, TikTok, always go into my description, click on that link tree, and you can find links to my merch, my TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, literally every app, Instagram, all the apps. You can find me on there, and then, you know, give me a follow. So thank you guys. Thank you for watching this video, especially if you made it this far in the video. And I'll see you guys next time in the next video. See ya.